It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Yeah, but not everybody's feeling cheery about the design of Starbucks' new holiday cups. This year, the famous red cups feature only has the Starbucks logo. That's it. Now, in previous years, they featured things like ornaments and snowflakes and reindeer.
Poinsettias there too. See that?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Some people believe that this change is an example of the so-called war on Christmas. In a statement, Starbucks says it went with a design that welcomes all stories.
All right, it's time to go in depth on a couple of stories that are in the headlines. Maybe be more in the headlines tomorrow. Count on it. Starbucks. We'll be talking about that a little tonight. Those cups. Yeah. But we're going to go with the the most restrained 4 minutes in TV news tonight. The
restrained. I like that one.
I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see. There's Fox 4 political analyst Ben Ferguson. All right, Ben. Let's start with what's happening at the University of Missouri. We showed the news story before the break. We're not going to solve the racial concerns at Mizzou tonight. No. Not even close. So we're going to kind of go to some sidebars and break those out. So I want to have you watch the scene today on campus after the university president resigned. Let's roll that tape.
Walking forward, this is the direction that we are walking. You're pushing me, they're pushing me.
Okay, so the man in the glasses, Ben, the young man, he's a student reporter. Mizzou has a great journalism program. And these are First Amendment advocates, you know, expressing their right to protest. And they'll begin walking into him, pushing him. I don't know, who's running the University of Missouri right now?
I'm not sure they know right now, because if you look at this young man, one, he's a student there. As you know, Mizzou is one of the top journalism schools in the country. You can't say that you're for free speech while kicking out a guy that's a student with a camera that is a journalist. Part of the aftermath of having a bad day is the coverage and the history of it. And you should be able to take these pictures and to stand there. And I understand that many of these students, look, they want this to all go away. They want to go back to normal college life. They want to move on past this and not be the center of this story. But the reality is, you've got to be able to have people that can document it, and free speech works both ways. You can't limit someone because you don't like them.
Now, there's a lady that'll come into the camera here at any minute. She's wearing sunglasses. She's a faculty member. Yeah. We'll pan off. We'll eventually see her.
I hope she's not teaching journalism.
Well, she's kind of this campus Greek life liaison, so to speak. And there she is, the blonde.
That only helps the stereotype, right?
So she's a faculty member, and she starts pushing him. I mean, these are the faculty members seem to be the ones sort of boosting. I was surprised at
shocked, because usually you have faculty that are on the side of, you know, the story being told and freedom of expression and freedom of speech, when in reality you see this woman basically saying, put your camera down, go away, and then she even yells for some muscle to come over to remove this student because they don't want him there when they're on the quad. I mean, they're in the center of the university. Look around there. It's literally where everyone comes to protest.
This lady here, no, just pause. Let's listen to her.
You need to get out.
I actually don't.
All right. Hey, who wants to help me get this reporter out of here? I need some muscle over here.
I need some muscle.
Who wants to help me get this reporter out of here? I need some muscle here.
Yeah, freedom of speech, alive and well at Mizzou. Come to our journalism school and we'll shut you all up if anything bad happens.
Can I tell you who that is? That's Assistant Professor of Mass Media, Melissa Click.
Yeah.
She's in the communications department, that renowned journalism department, telling people she needs some muscle to whoop this reporter's butt, I guess.
I mean, what did she think they were going to do? Pick him up and drag him away, and somehow that was going to work?
I'm not sure. You know what I did find out? Her research right now is on 50 Shades of Grey.
There's some of your taxpayer dollars hard at work at a public university in Missouri.
All right, so let's move on. Let's make a big transition. Starbucks catching it for taking Christ out of Christmas. Here's the guy leading the charge. Let's listen to him.
Do you realize that Starbucks wanted to take Christ and Christmas off of their brand new cups? That's why they're just plain red. In fact,
hearing this joker. Anyway, let me tell you what he says. He says, do you realize Starbucks wanted to take Christ and Christmas off their brand new cups? That's why they're just plain red.
Yeah.
Where do you stand?
And he says they hate. He also says they hate Christ. Yeah. These stories, and I may surprise some people. If this is the first time you ever realize that Starbucks is a liberal company that support liberal causes, you're completely out of touch with the reality. You've been giving a ton of money to them for a long time and not been paying attention to what they do.
Ben, wait a second. This gives me a headache. This guy, he says Starbucks hates Christ and you're taking Christ off the cup. Snowflakes and reindeer don't mean Christ, do they?
No, I agree. Look, I think there's two parts of this. One, this is a guy that's self-promoting himself and acting like there's some massive, some huge injustice doing here. Starbucks is a private company. They can put whatever the crap they want to on a cup. Let's be clear about that. No one is being victimized here. The other thing is this. I will say to Starbucks, they're very politically correct in the way they say we want everyone to be able to come around and be diversity and kumbaya over Christmas. Here's my point to Starbucks. If you're willing to have and make money off of Christmas, at least acknowledge it's Christmas. You're making a pumpkin spice latte for $6.50 because of Christmas. You're selling gifts because of Christmas. You're selling all these holiday winter drinks because of Christmas. So at least be intellectually honest and admit that the day exists and that people celebrate it and they're coming to buy your gift cards for Christmas presents. They're not buying them for summer vacation presents. And so yet the same guy here, you're not a victim, okay? This is not some war against Christians. This is a liberal company that supports liberal ideas and candidates and Planned Parenthood and Hillary Clinton and everything else. And if you're just now noticing this,
I don't know.
You haven't been paying attention to Starbucks and where their money goes from their corporation.
I think, Ben, here's where I get to use your statement. I think the Starbucks guy, the guy who says Starbucks hates Jesus, and those Mizzou faculty members should go have a beer because they have a lot in common.
What people should really be angry about is the fact they sell you an $8 cup of coffee that tastes kind of burnt.
Right.
That's where the outrage should be.
Thank you, Ben.
Thanks.
That's Ben Ferguson, everybody. Join Ben's 500,000 followers on Twitter @Ben Ferguson Show. Thank you very much, Ben.